Hi, everybody. This is your self-awareness activity for the week of August 11th. And I have a little helper with me on my desk, so don't be surprised if we get interrupted. The contemplation card for this week is grief. Grief is one of the most powerful emotions we can experience, maybe because it pushes us inward to our hearts in a way that feels uncontrollable. The gift is that our hearts can truly open once they break, if we allow them to. It's merely the protective shell that breaks, revealing a greater capacity to feel and to experience loving in a more expanded sense. So while this card could look like it's kind of a downer, in fact, there are many aspects of that might show up this week, including the capacity to love more deeply. And it might involve a loss, but it might involve the loss of an attitude too, or an old part of yourself. So the energy, that you're being asked to embrace is neutrality. Easy does it. Take a light approach today, a Tai Chi versus karate approach. Let other people's opinions and any contrary situations slide by you without pushing back or defending. The feeling is to deliberately let things slide by you rather than land on you. Well, that's pretty cool. So that can be, again, there's a lot of things to experience grief about because of everything that's going on in the world. It's a harsh, painful time. And so we can experience grief from that, and that can resonate with other grief inside of us. Whatever it is, whether it's external, that's activating grief inside of us, or whether or not it is just a human response to the humanitarian situations going out there, you're being asked as best you can, notice it, watch it. Doesn't mean don't feel it, but don't take it in and percolate with it. Notice it, acknowledge it, and let it move by you. And the awareness exercise, the awareness activity, the action is stop and allow. Today, notice every time you find a positive thought or dream interrupted with a sneaky thought that tells you it's too good to be true. Stop. Instead, tell your mind that it's at least a possibility, however slight it seems. Just for today, negative self-thought is not part of the experiment. Give yourself permission to dream and think in positive terms without censoring yourself. Allow for the possibility. So if we take this now, this is absolutely something that it can be about yourself specifically, but it can also be about, are you noticing yourself getting pulled down by things like grief and situations in the world around you? Are you finding it difficult to stay neutral in that centered space, the observer state, where you are more connected to higher conscious mind and higher energy? Can you, in that case, stop and allow and notice when you are getting pulled out of that central neutral place and pulled into deep and heavy emotions? And look at that, and can you say, okay, just for today, I'm going to slide it aside. I'm going to move it aside. I'm going to really consciously work on that. And if it is something that is linked to, desperation, fear for the future, can I allow for the possibility that the opposite is also true, that something wonderful and beautiful can grow out of these situations, okay? This can be applied in many, many different ways. I'm feeling it very much on a global front, just because things are so intense right now. But it's also, I think, important to realize and remember this is I believe the last week of the Lionsgate portal. And so there's a lot of manifestation energy around. So this is a really good way also to kind of keep the energy moving in a positive direction, okay? And not get stuck in whatever negativity is around us right now. That's super important. We don't want to kind of create more of that. All right? Take care, my friends.